Right, the flower ministry in Glenrothes Baptist Church started in the 60s. Mrs. Marr was the caretaker of the church, and she put in flowers, and then her son, Jim Marr, he took an interest in flowers as well, and he started arranging them. Jim moved on, and the ladies in the congregation took over afterwards. Some of us even went to classes to learn more about floral art and how to arrange in the church. So we had many ladies over the years helping out each week. The highlight, I would say, looking back, was we had flower festivals, and they were open to the community, and we always chose a scriptural theme. All our arrangements always had texts. One year, we didn't do them every year, but one flower festival was entitled From the Cradle to the Cross. So we've carried on with this ministry all these years, thankful, very thankful for all the ladies who gave donations over 40 years now. Gave donations, we were able to arrange the flowers, and then we had the joy on a Monday of going to deliver them to people who were celebrating times of joy, times of sadness. The Lord laid these people on our hearts, and over the years we've delivered to, I couldn't count how many homes. We have a little card which is familiar to the church family. This card changed over the years, but this one recently most of the church family will recognise. Well, a very recent story. Last year sometime, Eric and I went to Charlotte Chapel. Unfortunately, the bus broke down on our journey and we were late in getting in, but we were ushered to the front. And we both sat down beside this gentleman. Afterwards, he introduced himself, saying his name was David, and that he had his mother-in-law in Glenrothes. I said, well, that's where we're from, Glenrothes. So he told me a bit more about his mother-in-law, and I suggested I would take flowers round to her and invite her to the church and to the friendship hour. And that's what we did. Guess what? David was the preacher yesterday. That was him. And that was his mother-in-law that we visited. Right, for the past few years, Rosemary and I have been taking alternate months, getting the flowers, arranging them, and then delivering them with the help of other people on a Monday. Betty Hannah helps Rosemary, and I'm dependent on Eric taking. Now we feel that it's just becoming a bit too demanding. Rosemary doesn't have a car anymore, and I'm dependent on Eric.